Okay, I have a question for you. Are your business cards collectible? What, you say? That sounds kind of funny, huh? Well, I'll tell you what, if they're not collectible, let me show you how to make them collectible. My name is Scott Ruthven. I'm a landscape painter living here in Colorado, and my business cards represent my artwork. I have a business card that is so popular with people, when I give them one, they often ask if they can have 2 or 3 more. I know that's crazy, right? But let me show you how I do that. I just got a new order of my business cards. I'll unpack them here and we'll talk through what you need to do to make your business cards that great. So let's get into it here and unpack this order. Okay, the first thing you're going to notice about my cards is that they're square. And I would recommend getting away from the standard rectangle that everybody else has. It's boring. Everybody's seen it already. But the main thing they notice is your artwork. My artwork in this case here. This is a little painting that I did. It was square to begin with, but I also put paintings that weren't square onto square cards. Just crop them. The print quality is critical. You know, when you hand your business card over to somebody, you're going to give it to them, and the first thing that they're going to notice is the print quality. I'm a visual artist. I have to have business cards that have paintings on them that look like my paintings. And I can't tell you how many times I go to art shows and meet new artists, and they give me their card, and the picture of their painting or pastel or whatever on the card is horrible. It doesn't look anything like their work. Well, do you think anybody's going to keep those cards? Probably not. So the first thing you want to do is a good quality photograph of your work. If you take a bad photograph of your art and you send that to the best printer in the world, they can't make it better. They really can't. You have to have a good photograph of your artwork. But you got to choose the right printer then to get that good reproduction on a business card. And Moo, this moo.com, this is where I get my business cards. And this isn't a sponsored video, by the way. I want to share things with other artists and creatives that work for me. I have tried a bunch of different card printers, over the years, and I was never happy with the image quality. So when I found Moo, I've never looked back. I've never gone to anybody else for my print at this point. But why should I? Look at that. It's beautiful. So the sheen is another thing that's important. The coating that's on the card, whether it's glossy or semi-gloss or even matte, my recommendation is I go with this semi-gloss, or kind of a satin actually. I think maybe this is a satin. I don't like the glossy. It looks more like a photograph, and these are paintings. So I like the, this kind of satin to semi-gloss, I guess. I wouldn't go anything glossier than that. It doesn't reflect a lot of light, and it just looks classy. I'm going to turn the card over now, and what you'll see is on the back, I've got all my information here. Now, Moo allows you to print color on front and back. You can include an image on the back. That's me painting. And all my contact information. It leaves the whole front of the card, all of that real estate for my painting, my picture. The next thing I want to talk about is the card stock, the actual quality of the paper here. Now, this is Moo has a whole bunch of different card stock. You can go to really thick card stock, even card stock that has a layer of color in between it. It's really cool. Now, I don't really need that, but the quality of this, very heavy duty cardstock, and I think everything Moo offers is good quality. But I don't recall actually going up in the quality level. I'm just really satisfied with what I get here. But you don't want this, cheap flimsy paper that's gonna get the dog ear corners and that kind of thing in it. Go for the nice quality. If you really want to spend a little more money, you can go with Moo and these really thick cards. But wow, what a statement that it makes when you hand over something that is clearly not just a piece of junky paper, and something that your potential collector holds in their hands, and they can just feel that this is really a top quality business card. Okay, so we've talked about the image, we've talked about the format, this being square, we've talked about the ability to print beautifully on both sides, and the cardstock quality. Now, here's the magic. So, because I'm an artist, I have a lot of paintings, and I don't want the same painting on every card. And Moo allows me to upload as many images as I want and have each card potentially be a different image. So let me show you this. This is amazing. Here's the others here. You know, the same contact information and the images on every card on the back. But the front, I have a different painting on each one. Amazing, right? Now there's going to be some duplicates in here because I just cycle through 6 or 8 paintings probably. You've seen that one. Okay. So what happens is when somebody comes up to me and I'm at a show or I'm painting and they say they love my work, they'd like to know more about me or visit my website. Do I have a website? That kind of thing. I'll say, I sure do. Let me give you a card. And so I reach in my pack or my pocket and I pull out my cards and I say, let me give you my card. Of course I have a card. I say, in fact, my cards have images of all my artwork on them. So I fan them out a little bit and I hand it to them and I say, you may take your pick. Whatever image connects with you, take that card. And I'll tell you what, I have had people, well, every time people are delighted by that. More often than not, people ask if they can take multiple cards because they can't decide between this one or this one. And they want to, they want to keep them. So who cares? It's cheap. Give them a dozen business cards. If it's going to make them happy and increase the likelihood that they keep your card, that's what we do this for, right? So I can't recommend Moo enough for business cards. That's them. I go through hundreds a year, honestly. I do 2, maybe 3 major orders a year that are this size. I ordered 400 business cards in this round, just to tell you. And this is, one of 2 or 3 orders I'll do for the year. Okay, let's talk about the note cards. Just as cool. When they come in these little boxes. It's got a peel and stick sticker you can reseal. And inside, move that. They come bound up here. Let's take a look. Okay, so look at this. This is a beautiful card, one of my paintings, and the color and the printing is right on. It's amazing. It is just like, I take time to get a good photograph, right? But these cards and the print quality from Moo, when I upload these on their website, then I get a real representation of what the card is going to look like. And it's kind of an electronic proof. I get the cards exactly the way I want them before I pull the trigger and submit my order to them. But I always get a faithful representation of my work. The color is right on, the values are right on. A lot of printers just don't do this. And if you're a creative or an artist, it's a must. Man, this should represent who you are. So I get these cards. Probably a couple hundred a year of these as well. And the same kind of finish, that satin, or I would just call it satin. It's not glossy. Stay away from the glossy. Open it up, it's blank. You can have something written in there, but I like to include a handwritten, personalized note to whoever bought my painting. Send these for birthday cards to collectors. Whatever you can come up with there. And then you turn it around on the back, and I've got my details, my branding on there. So if I don't sell these, actually, I do get requests from people if they can buy my note cards. And maybe this is something you want to do. If you're into that and you want to sell packs of 5, you can order these, mark them up, and repackage them in packs of 5 and sell them to people. That's great too. But I tell you, you're always looking for a way to get back in front of your audience, right? And what a nice thing to do if you send them a birthday card. If you're smart enough to capture their birthday and their home address, you can mail them a nice card. Even just a card that says, hey, happy spring, I'm thinking about you. But I always include these when I ship a painting to somebody. A handwritten note in here thanking them, telling them a little bit about the painting. And you can bet that these stay with the painting. They probably go in the back behind the frame and right on the wall, or a keepsake. What a neat thing to have an artist actually write you a handwritten note and include it with the painting that you bought. Man, I love that. I'm a collector. I think that's really cool. So their note cards are really cool for all the same reasons as the business cards. So there's one. Yep, Another design. Another design. Another design. You get the point, right? How many of these do I have? I don't even know this time. But I can choose the card that kind of goes with the painting the person bought or the season or whatever. But I'm always sending a different card too. So if I send somebody a birthday card every year and they're all different images, they're probably keeping all of those cards. I've had collectors cut this out and frame it. Just like it is. I guess it's a 5x7. I don't even know. I'd have to measure it. But wow, how often, I'll tell you what, we get business cards every day. I throw most of them out. Most of them, why do I want to keep them? Or I'll take a quick picture of it so I have the contact information. But if you go to a company like Moo and you have a good artwork, you've taken a good picture, you get a quality product, you're going to have something that people want to have more than one of, and they're very likely to keep it. So I can't recommend Moo highly enough. Like I said, I don't work for them. They're not sponsoring me or paying me for this. But I do have a discount code for you. So if you want to try this out, go down in the description here, and there's a link there to Moo with a special discount for you. So that'll get you started, save you some money. Good luck to you. Hey, now if you're going to level up your business cards, then maybe you need to level up your website. So let me share a little bit in this video about the website I use and why I think they are fantastic. And maybe you also need help photographing your artwork. If that's the case, check out this video here that I made recently, and that should help you out. Now, go get it done. Level it up. Good luck to you. Bye.